Hey, Tony here, Rand Ventures 2.0. Where are we at and what are we doing? Well, where we're at HangCon 26. What are we doing? We're going on in there. We're going to talk to some vendors. We're going to take a look at some hammock setups, and we're spending the whole weekend. All right, if you're ready, buckle up. There we go. So everything is set up, and there's a lot of people that arrived today, some yesterday, and some vendors came in and they set up a day early. So this is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can stay all the way till Monday and pack on out. But this is our setup right here. There's some guys that we hang out every year, and this is my tarp all set up here. And then we got Homeless Santa's going to be right on that tree, and he's got a little setup right here for some storage. And then we've got Tom, we'll talk to him later, from North Carolina Hammock Hangers. Then we got Hammock Mountain right in the middle. My hammock right inside there is the Hellbender hammock, and you can see it's all set up. We got a Ridgeline light. So the tarp, this is the picture that I took whenever I was down here last year. I had gone out with Rewild Outdoors up to Ocala National Park, that's Hopkins Prairie. So I took a picture, and then it is a printed tarp from Dutchware. I liked it so much that he had Dutch print a picture that he took up here in Virginia. And then we've got a nice one wind billow tarp right on this side, and inside it is an 11-foot airy right in there. And then let's go on over and see what Stitch is up to. Hey, Stitch.
What's going on, Tony?
Good. What do you want to do?
Let's go check out some vendors. We've been here, well, we got blown out yesterday and had to fight for our lives, so we didn't get a chance to wander around too much. So we should get going. We should get cracking.
We should get cracking. Let's get cracking.
It's a nice day for cracking.
Yeah, it is. Right, first stop, we're going to take a look at hanging high hammocks with Trevor. He gave me a hammock and tarp to review, and what a great setup that was. So I do have a review of his in my playlist. So this is Trevor, and it's pretty exciting. He's got a product that matches the 2.0 style here, right? What do you got, Trevor?
So this year we have our REM hammock. This has been one of our go-to models for the past few years. We've actually recently upgraded it to the 2.0 version. It comes with your Ridgeline organizer, has glow-in-the-dark bug net zippers, everything. It's very similar to the old model, just a couple things that we wanted to upgrade, thought that people would have liked, and stuff we've got feedback from.
Yeah.
Another thing is also we have cinch buckles now, so there's no daisy chains. Save some weight, got rid of those bulky carabiners.
My favorite is buckle straps. Yeah.
It's a lot
easier and quick.
Very quick, and you're a lot more fine tuning on your adjustments.
Yes, very fine tuning. All right, so you got a bunch of other stuff. So check out coming down to HangCon, because you've been here for a couple of years now.
A few years, going on 4 or 5 this year.
Yeah, all right. Well, make sure you guys come down and check out all his other stuff, or go on your website, right?
HangingHighHammocks.com.
HangingHighHammocks.com. All righty, thanks, Trevor. Good to see you. So we're at Majestic Hammocks. I did a whole video of him going through and showing everybody, but that's Corey right down there. He's getting a unit set up right now. This gentleman here is going to find out which one he likes. Corey, good job.
Thank you very much.
Both of them, that's a challenge.
Right. All right, and so again this year, we've got Dave Canterbury, the Pathfinder School.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good.
You've got a lot of stuff here this year for sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what are you most excited about being here?
There's a lot of companies that I work with that are also here. You know, I work with Dutch, I work with Jacks Are Better, I work with hammockgear.com. So it's good to be, with the guys that you work with already. Right. Do a little bit of circular supporting.
Absolutely.
Show some of their gear. Have them show some of your gear.
Yeah.
It just makes a good circular relationship in the community, and I like that. So.
And one of the things too is, you might think it's odd to see bushcrafting stuff here at you know, a hammock event.
Oh, it happens all the day. They buy
I
a lot
know,
of it,
right?
for sure.
Right.
Oh,
yeah. So
absolutely.
it's a good crossover. A lot of people don't think that, but get down here next year. You come next year, maybe?
Absolutely. Man.
Absolutely. Get down here and check out Dave Canterbury and all the stuff. But you can also go online and check out his school. I saw you got the Bushcraft 101 book right here too.
Yep, sure do.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So they can get that online.
For sure. Self-RelianceOutfitters.com.
There you go. All
Thank
right.
you, brother. I
Sounds
appreciate
good.
you, man.
See ya.
All right, buddy.
Bye. All right, so we are over at Dutchware gear. So that's my Hellbender hammock that I sleep in. But it was really interesting. They've got a panel right here, the progressions of hammocks. So Stitch, what do we got here? The very first hammock.
First hammock over here, the netless, which I have one. It's a netless hammock. As you can see, there's no net.
All right.
Hence the very, very sticky name of netless.
Yeah.
And then he came up with a half zip, which really there is a net over it, but it just kind of covers your head because you're under a quilt and all the other times. So that, you know, that's a nice thing to do. And then they started with a chameleon, and this is where they started their whole modular system, right? So you can buy all sorts of different accessories that can go on it that are interchangeable between. I have one of these too.
I know you do.
Yeah. And then the half zip, which is kind of, it's got the zipper on this side and then whatever. I mean, you know, the chameleon comes with a net, but you zip it in yourself. So
So that was like the modular, first modular.
yeah, this is, and
Yes.
it is a modular. And then he picked up the Banyan Bridge hammock, so that's a bridge hammock. I kind of want to watch Tony do that because he's going to fall out of it, guaranteed. So all of you guys have been following Tony for a while know he has a propensity to fall out of hammocks. And a quilted chameleon, which is now where they put the quilt that's sewn in to the hammock, so you don't have to attach an underquilt like that. I have one of these.
Yeah, you do.
Yep. And then they did an asymmetrical. And it looks to me like this is where they put, I don't have one of these, but it looks like that's a knotty mod. If anybody's familiar, you go to hammock forums, you can look up what a knotty mod is. Guy's handle was knotty.
Okay.
And he came up with this way to try to gather in excess fabric,
Yeah.
you know, to kind of sweeten the, and Corey does a similar thing with his hammock, right? On his Majestic hammocks, it's not a knotty mod, but you can tighten it up and everything. He's got a different method of doing it. And then Tony, you've got this one.
Yes.
This is the Hellbender.
I have the Hellbender netless, a specially made one.
Yeah, and the difference between the stock Hellbender and let's say the quilted chameleon is this one, the net is sewn in on one side with a zipper on the other. It doesn't really allow you to use a lot of the auxiliary pieces or parts that the chameleon series allows you to put in there. So if all you need is one zipper to get in and out and a nice flat lay, you know, it's a great choice if you're backpacking, you know, and you don't need much in the way of extras. So super cool. And, you know, Fee was talking to us and he mentioned that there's a couple of new ones coming out. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
So yeah, Stitch, what a great fill-in there. We got Fee and Vicky's down here and Dutch is down here, but that's kind of the progression of their hammocks. Awesome. All right, let's go talk to someone else. So from the first year that I came down here, I never got a chance to really check out Yobo gear. Stitch actually has a Yobo gear too, and the first year that I came down here, there was not very many Yobo gear stands, but since I've been going to different hangs and stuff, and then every year there's more and more. So there's the turtle bug. I want to check out the turtle bug while we're here, kind of give you an idea as well. So I'm going to look for someone to talk to. Stitch helped me track down somebody, and we've got Kristen right here. So she's going to tell us about the turtle bug. All right, Kristen, thank you. Yeah.
Hi, it's great to talk to
appreciate
you.
wanting to talk to me. So this is the turtle bug?
Absolutely. This is our turtle bug stand. We're really proud of it. It came out very end of 2024, and we designed this stand because we wanted something that's super simple to put up and at a very approachable price point. So we're happy to say that our turtle bug is the most purchased stand that we offer.
Oh, I see a lot of them.
Yes, they're all over this place, which is so fun to walk around.
It's good.
They set up in about 60 seconds is all. No technical things to really worry about when you're setting up the stand, and it's just super great and user friendly.
So Christian, you have a lot of products, not just the turtle bug, but you've got what, like how many?
We have currently on the market available to sell is 4 different models. Plus we have one pending. We're redesigning our hive stand.
Right.
And then there's Cal's brain, which is always thinking of something new. So next year I might be able to tell you a different number.
Yeah, so you are redesigning the hive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's going to keep all the same good benefits of the old hive, but hopefully have a few upgrades.
Could you call it 2.0?
You know, we haven't decided yet if we're just going to rename it or if we're going to go with Hive 2.0.
Let's encourage that.
Yeah.
All right. Pending. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for showing that. And what is your website so people can go to it?
It's www.yobogear.com.
All right. Thank you much.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that view. All right. So we had a good time walking around, checking people out. There's even Glenn found a spot to relax and sleep. It's getting a little later in the day. They're going to be doing dinner, but there are classes that are going on all day long. So if you want to get some kind of class on how to splice or tie knots, there's always classes going on while you're here. So I just walked up to the parking lot. So the parking lot really filled up. So a lot of people coming in today. You know, I was just stopped by the water boy up there. So when you register online, you get a little digital ticket, and then you get scanned up there, and then you park in the field over there, and then you get on in there and experience the HangCon. But it's coming up to dinner, so hopefully I'll go down there and film a little bit of that. But so far, it's been a really great time. They did have their knot class, so that you get a schedule of all the different classes, the splicing class, making koozies. So if you got a pot or a cup that you want to make a koozie for, they do classes for that as well. All right, let me get on back in here because the sun's going down. And it has really filled up between yesterday and today. So Thursday you can come in, but you can also come in on Friday. So you can pick which time you want to come in, what day. Yeah, that's a lot of hammocks. There's even RV spots. So some people will get an RV, bring the RV out and put up a hammock near the RV and hang out. But it's really about checking out different vendors that come. A lot of them come from all over the United States, but we also have One Wind who got here all the way from China. So they're here this year, first time being represented at HangCon. And the Danish group came over again this year as well. So I'm gonna make it back to camp. Alrighty, I'm back at camp and I came across Homeless Santa. Hey buddy.
Hey there, Tony.
So Homeless Santa is camped right beside us, so he's right there. And Homeless Santa does every year a vendor and
Staff appreciation.
Staff appreciation. So he does. What did you do for him this year again?
I did 5 picanhas, 2 of which were smoked, 2 were dry aged, and 1 was just plain with salt and garlic powder.
And man, were they good. So you can see him cutting them up on the board earlier. And also, what was that unit you were doing? Is that infrared?
Yes, it was an infrared heater.
Okay. And yeah, see the flames in there. All right. Well, did everybody appreciate it?
Oh, yes.
They were begging for more. All right. Good deal. So earlier in the fall, when we were down at Maha, in the fall, Stitch had a huge spider that crawled into a bag, a clear bag, and he was showing us, but he just came out of his setup and look at this spider. That thing is huge. So Stitch thinks it got too cold and just laid down. Stitch just said otherwise. He's a pretty good boy.
Generous side.
Yeah, you didn't name him yet, did you?
No, but he's protecting my
your
my
abode.
hammock. Yeah,
Right. So the sun is going down right now, so it is getting a bit chillier. This is the first year that I've been down here that it's been this cold. It was 27 last night, but hey, we were all geared up, so we were fine. All right, they're getting ready to have dinner. I want to walk down there quick. All right, as I'm walking down, our, one of our members of Random Adventures 2.0 is flashing the sausage. But Egg Chaos and his wife, they made some sausages. Oh, look at them things. So they was walking down. He goes, "Hey, Tony, I made them sausages." So how many did you make?
55.
55. So and they are good.
54.
54. All right, we're going to walk down, do that. But thank you so much, Ed, for doing that.
You're welcome.
Greatly appreciate it. All right, here we go. All right, so we're down for the dinner. So this is the second night for dinner. Last night they actually had a dinner, but tonight's Friday night, and the line goes the whole way around. So they're all lining up. They're getting ready to start it at 6 o'clock. So they got a couple of minutes yet. Alrighty, so they called dinner time. So the line's formed. They're starting to serve. We got Dutch right over there serving a little bit of chili. So that's what we're having tonight, rice and chili. So there you go. So AJ and Skunk Ape, what they're doing is they have the Hammock Hangers podcast. So they're the organizers of this event. They've got live podcasts going on right from HangCon. So HangCon 2026, I'm sure if you go on and check it out, you'll get to listen to hear everything they're saying. But right now, I'm getting ready to go for Midnight Bacon. Well, known as Midnight Bacon, but they do it at 9:30. I got to make sure I don't miss it because I've missed it every year so far. All right, we're going to see you over there. Alrighty, we made it over for Midnight Bacon at 9:30. But I got some bacon here. There you go. So this is a tradition at a lot of the hammock hangs. We got Jason from Walhalla Hammocks. We got Vance and Nancy, and they're cooking stuff up. Not only bacon, but they've also got some scrapples. So hey, if you're ever down at the hang, you got to do this. Bon appetit. All right, that'll do it for the first night. I'm going to hang out here by the fire real quick with everybody. They got the fire going, the little fire pits, the towers. We got Majestic Hammocks down there with a new sign that he made. Corey made that. So I'm going to work my way back up to the camp for tonight, and I'll see you in the morning. All righty, here we go. Good night. Well, good morning. It is Saturday, which is the big day. That's the raffle day, the big meal that they have. So we're going to make our way around here, and we're going to talk to some different people and check out some more stuff. All right, I made it over to the One Wind setup. They got a whole bunch of their gear here. Now, this is Jose, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, and Jose's representing One Wind.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about One Wind, just how you're involved and stuff like that.
Yeah, so One Wind started about 7 years ago. It's kind of a wild story, but I'm a professional opera singer, and also I do a lot of backpacking and things. And I do a lot of DIY, so I was looking to buy fabric and things like that, and I was singing in China, and so I reached out to some different folks doing textile work, and one of the folks that responded were Isabel and her small little company that they had in Suzhou, and so they were wondering, you know, what's an American opera singer doing in China, buying fabric, and I said, I make hammocks and, different quilts and things like that. And they got really curious about that, and they were wondering if that was something that was, growing in the markets, and this was about 2017. Okay. And I said, it's getting more and more popular, and so they kind of got a little bug in their ear, and they said, we want to start making hammocks and everything. And so I started with them from the very beginning and helping out and everything. And now they took off with it, and it's turned into this amazing company I'm super proud of to be associated with. Yeah. And really innovative, really quality products at a price point that's easy for people to get into. And I can attest to
it because that's what I use.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, and used for quite a few years, the Area 11, and I've got the billow tarps and things like that. And I want to say, the quality for the cost, getting into something like this has just been really affordable.
Yeah.
For me to at least get me into the woods.
And that was always the goal with this. We
Yeah.
said, what's the market that's that maybe could use a little bit of bolstering, and it was
Right.
really getting people into hammocks, but that had a ridgeline, that already
Yeah.
had a bug net, those things that were really designed so people could actually sleep in these things,
Right.
and really use them as a viable camping option.
Yes.
And do it at a price point that
Yeah.
folks could walk into.
Absolutely. Well, what are you excited about something new?
So this is a new product that we
Okay.
have here, and
All right.
this kind of speaks to the innovation of what's going on at One Wind. All right, so this new contraption here is the Sky Perch tent, and the idea with this is to have as much versatility as possible. A lot of people are really enjoying the bridge hammocks, and so this is a bridge hammock that we have set up as it is right here. But also, if you look over here, it's designed to go to the ground and work as a bivvy.
Okay.
And it's all included in the same package. So the innovative thing about this is that you have your pad, you can sleep in it as a hammock. You have the porch mode also with a large tarp out in front, bug net, everything. And if you're ever in a place where you're finding that the trees aren't adequate or you just don't have any trees, then you can feel comfortable going to the ground.
So like a bivvy then.
Exactly like a bivvy, yeah. And you're still protected, you still have the bug net, you still have your air mattress. The only difference would be you might want to have a nice ground cover just to make sure that, nothing pokes through, so that if you want to use it as a hammock again, you're not falling through and ending up on the ground anyway.
Right.
But the spreader bars are what you use for your tent posts here, so it's all included.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't
So
have to
rather
worry
than
about
having-
differences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then the back side of that tarp also opens up. It's all attached, but it'll open up for you on the back side if you want more ventilation.
There's probably going to be a question of, is there a condensation buildup when it's closed? I mean,
No more than you normally would with
Okay.
any of your tarp setups and everything. But
but it does look like it will allow some airflow as well.
absolutely,
Yeah.
and then you can always vent as much or as little as you want.
Right.
The tarp itself can be opened here on the sides if you
Oh,
do want some more ventilation, or you can allow.
You can stake that out too.
Exactly.
Okay.
And everything is closed with Velcro here to make sure if it is raining, your zippers
Yeah.
aren't going to get wet. Also, on the other side, I want to show you this real quick. So if you are opening this up and using it as a tarp, you unvelcro here. But this little guy is a gutter here. So if for any reason water is coming in through your zipper or
Yeah.
something, you have something to protect you. It's a little cord here on the inside that'll help run water off the edge here. So
Okay.
a little bit of extra protection in case you are in the middle of
That was
some
pretty
serious
comfortable,
weather.
yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I said, this opens up, you can stake this out. This side is shorter than the other side, so you really have the major porch side on that
Right.
front end. But if you want to have a view while you're laying in your hammock, this is the way to go.
That's why I don't like tents.
Yeah. You've only got one side that you can look at. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's very nice.
Yeah.
And then you've got the tarps.
So the billow tarps here are just sort of one of my favorite products that we make, just because everyone uses tarps for different situations, whether you're hammocking, whether you just want shade, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, you can use it for any situation. And I love these tarps for the versatility also. You have several different tie-out points on the ends. You have the doors, which are just set up with a little carabiner clip. You can tie it off to one end, and then you can open up your doors, as you see here. When it's really windy, you have them closed,
Right.
but you can open it out. You can make it extra long. You can tie it out on these ends
That's
out
a
here.
12-foot.
And this is a 12-foot, yeah.
Okay.
So it's really cozy. We have the spreader bars also on top that tie to these tie-out points. Adjustable, exactly. Here I have, if you want to hold your doors open on the inside, you can always tie it back to these tie points.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect.
We have tarp sleeves also, if you want to gather it while you're open. And there's just little innovative things, like if you're worried about all of your lines hanging out, you just gather them up, you put them in here, and they have little cinch buckles that you can just tie it in. So everything's really well thought out, really innovative, and just clever products.
Yeah. Now, Isabel and her husband came over, and you're from where?
I'm from the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
I'm from Washington State. I live out on the Oregon coast. So for me, having good rain protective gear is super important. But yeah, a lot of backpacking. I'm on the PCT all the time, and this is the stuff I have with me.
So it's Jose approved, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Opera singer approved, for
All
sure.
right, right?
Yeah.
Can we get a little opera?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, yeah, why not, right? Largo al fatto della città, largo. There you go. It's a little preview. Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you much, brother.
You got it. No problem.
All right, that was really good. Let's see what we can get into next. So one of the experiences at HangCon is they have classes. I mentioned to you yesterday, I think, knot tying and stuff, but I didn't catch any of the classes yesterday, but it's not held in the main pavilion like years past. It's down here at the other pavilion. Water Boys just getting ready to start a knot class. We're going to take a look at that real quick and then head on back to the vendors.
Which is really where I wanted them to be, because that means they can actually do all the knots. And they had to stay sharp because they could be challenged at any time to that. Show me your blue ropes.
Okay, there's a seminar going on right now. That's Rob Pelton. So he is up on stage right now. He's with Leave No Trace. So getting a lot of education about that. Pack it in, pack it out. Alrighty, Leave No Trace. All right, so we're gonna get back to some vendors, and who I wanted to check out is because I've got some of that equipment, and it's the Adventure Source. So we're gonna make our way over and talk to Dave. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Tony. Good to see you.
Good seeing you again. All righty, so I wanted to show everybody about your setup here.
Yeah.
It's some familiar stuff to me, but maybe not to anyone else.
Yeah. So I'm Dave. I own the Adventure Source. This whole shop came out of how do I take my motorcycle and go play. So our little shtick is pack small but live large. And so a lot of what we sell is the ability to be able to pack into a motorcycle, pack into your backpack, pack into, small trailer, a van, whatever, and go out, be outside. So some of our key brands, Mountain Smith, Nomadics, and then obviously you guys have seen with Tony, the Scottle. So the Tembo Test Scottle is what we'll talk about here in just a bit. But our website, we just sell a bunch of stuff to get you outside and have fun.
And what's your website?
theadvsource.com. So theadvsource.com.
Perfect. You want to take a look at the Scottle?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so if you guys have seen in Tony's videos before of him using the Scottle, Tony actually has what we call the Adventure Scottle. So his Scottle fits in this nice little bag. So it's great for Tony, what he's doing in his car, backpacking, real small, kind of that pack small, live large, sentiment. But the way we like to use the Scottle, when we have a little bit more space or we're feeding more than just ourselves, is this is the full-size Scottle. So what you get here is 18 inches of glory. So inside here, everything breaks down, fits inside this little bag. But this is a great way to cook if you're a big fan of cooking for the whole family, or you yourself like different parts of your meal. This is great because you can cook one part of the meal, move it to the outside edge, it'll stay warm there, and you can move to the next part. So example being breakfast. You start with bacon, because every day you should start with bacon.
Every day.
Cook that bacon, move it out, then you can throw in your potatoes using that bacon grease, move that out. Lastly, put your eggs in there, put some toast on there, and by the time you're done, everything is warm, everyone's happy. The other really cool thing about the Scottle is, unlike other barbecues where we'd be like, hey, Tony, like this, the Scottle allows kind of community involvement. It kind of allows you to hang out with friends or your kid and just kind of do your thing. So this is what we call the Adventure Scottle, or the ultimate Adventure Scottle. It has the leg table, the Scottle itself, and also there's a couple different accessories that are around. So it's a great use for if you have that little bit more space. You can grab the full size, or if you're real limited, the Adventure is also a great fit. You can find both of these on our website, or you can go to Tembo Test directly and look at what they got going on as well.
Hey, David, and who's your helper here?
This is my boy Grayson.
All right.
He came to HangCon. This is his second time to HangCon. He came with us here the year I think you bought your Scottle.
Yeah.
He was here, but he was out running around having fun.
Oh,
so this year he's putting in his dues, helping the old man in the shop, and making a bunch of sales for us.
Good job. Yeah. Oh, I love this thing. Well, I'm going to head out. I'll catch you on the next one.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll see
Always
ya.
a pleasure to see you, Tony.
Great meeting you. All righty.
I think all of ours have come from you, so that's why.
Yes, if you reach out to me and let me know.
Okay, so I just stopped by Hammock Gear and talked to Adam. Him and I talked the other day as well. But one of the things right now is they're going to have dinner at 5, so I've got to eat now so that we can make it back for the raffle, and then it's going to pretty much wrap up. But we're going to go do that. They're having spaghetti tonight. They usually have pulled pork, but I think with the fire ban, they didn't do that, so they're having spaghetti, but I'm having a ribeye. All right, meet you back at camp. Almost back to camp, but I just had to stop because Shug was sitting there playing, I believe that was maybe a mandolin, I'm not sure. So you guys know Shug. Here's a little clip of what he was just doing. That was awesome. All right, now I'm getting back to camp. Okay, I am back to camp, and we got Homeless Santa. And you know Homeless Santa wears a quilt, right?
Kilt.
Kilt. What did I say?
Quilt.
A quilt. A kilt. And it's kind of rubbing off a little bit. We got Stitch rocking a kilt. And we're getting ready to cook some steaks, I think. How about it?
Aye, laddie.
So tonight we're gonna be cooking on we've got some lump charcoal over there, but I am gonna be using the scottle. So we were just down there and saw Dave. We mentioned the adventure scottle, and that's what I've got. But what are we eating, and where did we get the steaks? So the steaks I got over there at Hart's Meat Market. I did a video there last year down there, and they said most people that were stopping in never even knew they were there. So big shout out to Hart's Meat Market. So we came down again and went there just the other day and got a couple of really nice ribeyes. They've got a great meat case, and everybody that works there is super friendly and really awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fired up and then get our ribeye on there while we're hanging out before their raffle. So there is spaghetti dinner down there, but we're having ribeye steaks. And now that's a big ribeye. Look how fatty that is. So that's what I'm eating tonight. So look at that. Much better than spaghetti. All right, let's throw her on the scuttle. Oh, hear the sizzle. It's about ready for a flip. So I just grab it with my glove, give it a quick flip. So one of the nice things about this scuttle is I just threw that on there. They're already seasoned. Look at that crust getting on there. I don't leave it on for long. Slapped a little butter on there because butter makes everything better. Well, that is done. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off.
My emergency rations for the car.
Well, let's see how we look. So I did not do this like just above moo, but that'll do. That's looking good. All right, so they're getting theirs over on the lump charcoal, but this is mine. First bite. All righty. All right, we will see you over at the raffle. Yum. Okay, so if you guys watched the video from last year, Evie came over here and saw us, and she's been watching the YouTube channel with her granddad and everyone, and she had a sticker book with us, and we put our stickers in there and we signed them, and she told me a little while ago she has something for me.
I actually still have that book.
You do? Oh, that is awesome. So she still has the book with her, and so she gathers stickers and different YouTubers that sign it. So this is Evie, and what did you have for me?
A squirrel.
A squirrel! Oh, that is so awesome. So on my YouTube channel, I always go squirrel because I change subjects so much, but Evie got a 3D printer for Christmas, and she made the Random Adventures 2.0 Adventure Squirrel. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Evie. I really appreciate it. Can I get a hug? Awesome. Alrighty. Well, 2.0 out. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye. All right. Hey, so just a second ago, I got a squirrel from Evie, and this is her dad, Maurice, who's been a longtime subscriber to the channel. And I saw them last year, and they've really been a great support for the channel. But also, standing right here next to is MacGyver. A lot of you guys know him from the different Baja hangs and everything. And no, that's okay. And it's been really awesome seeing you again. And it's really great coming down to this stuff.
It is. It's a lot of fun. Get to meet a lot of people, see what everyone's rocking.
Right.
And, you know, get bad ideas to go buy more.
Right. All right. Well, they're getting ready to do the raffle. I always call it an auction, but it's a raffle. And we're going to wait for them to call some numbers.
Appreciate that. All right, here's how this shindig is going to roll if you have not been to HangCon.
Okay, the raffle has started, so they're going over the instructions, and you can see it gets packed in here the last night, which is Saturday night, meaning the big night, the raffle night, and then they start calling numbers. They go tier 1, tier 2, and then the big prizes. Man, it's a great time. All right, tier 1's done. We moved on to tier 2. And Random Adventures 2.0 won something. So this is a Hilltop Packs. So you got a dry bag. Ooh, there you go. All right, now we're on to tier 3. All right, that's it for the raffle. All right, so some really exciting news. So the Danish festival. Now, Christian, we met 2 years ago, and they've been coming over every year, but they also do HangCon Europe. So one of the big prizes tonight was a fully paid, well, let me let somebody else tell you about it. So this is Christian from the Danish festival.
Hi.
So what did y'all donate?
Well, we donated a full trip to Denmark. It's a plane ticket. We welcoming the lucky winner to the festival, all camp entrance and food and drinks while being at the festival. So a full festival trip to Denmark, and yeah, this guy is the winner.
And Maurice,
yes.
One of the 2.0 channel members, and he won the big prize.
Yeah.
It's been on the list, you know, for 3 years now. I think this is the third HangCon Europe, and we've been wanting to go since it was first announced. So looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
hearing about it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Still can't believe it.
Yeah. No, I mean the festival is run by all volunteers, and we are working non-profit. So this is what we do. We want to get people outside. We want to give people great opportunities in the outdoors. So this is really lovely to give the prize to someone who really appreciates it and want to come.
I really appreciate it.
No, we're so happy and looking forward to see you in Denmark.
All right, look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
So while they're working out the details on the trip, that will be it for HangCon Raffle. So we're going to make it back to the camp, and then I'll talk to you over there. All right, see ya.
What's it doing now?
It's recording.
Oh.
Yeah.
Guess we better do something cool.
I know, right? All right, we are back at camp. So we're going to go ahead and close this out pretty much now because it's just packing down. But we've got all day Sunday. A lot of people will leave on Sunday, but we're going to stay till Monday. We're going to pack out on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. So this has been our third trip down here together, and I know I've had a blast every time. Stitch, how have you enjoyed it?
This was a little colder.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, not as rainy, which is good. So, I mean, no fault of the folks at AJ and Paul and all the great folks that run this event. You know, it's going to be what it's going to be. The sad thing is we had a burn ban here in the county, so where we normally have these communal groups getting together and hanging around the campfire and enjoying each other, company and whatnot. We didn't have that much, but I think we had some good workarounds, and I think a lot of people we saw a lot of people. We had a lot of old friends, met some new friends. You know, it's like this kind of happens every time we do that. So I had a great time, and I'm pretty sure you had a great time as well.
I had an amazing time, and like Stitch said, you know, the communal fire is a big thing, but they really tried to accommodate with the you know, the big towers and stuff. Well, you guys saw that on the videos, and so that was neat. But I tell you what, Juan didn't have much to do.
Well, he still kept himself busy. Good old
He did,
Juan.
yes, he did.
He's not one for not doing stuff. So,
yeah,
and he made up for it in more ways.
Yeah, AJ and Skunk Ape, great job again this year. Really, really fantastic. Yeah, so
love you guys.
So don't forget about HangCon 2026, and or no, this is 2026. So 2027.
I was going to see if you just looked at it.
Right.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
All good. All right. Well, for now, Stitch and Tony 2.0 out. Man, my hands are cold.
Yeah, well, let's get back to our little warmer fire.
All righty. We can walk away, I guess.
Yep.
All right. Love
Don't
you guys.
trip over
See
that
ya.
guy,
Oh, no. Hammock 101.
Yeah.
All right,
YouTube, we're live.
Still watching it, Tony.
HangCon 2026.
Still watching, Tony. We're watching this thing. Nothing's happened to it yet, but Stitch and Fee.
2.0.
Yeah, Stitch and Fee we're on the job. Oh yeah, on the job. Can't beat that. Yeah, on the job. So hope you find this in good health. Oh wait.
You know what? If he's got his mic on, it's probably picking up everything he's
Tony,
yeah.
I swear.
I bet he does too.
Still watching. Still watching. Oh yeah. Still watching. All right.
Where'd everybody go? What? You're still here? Well, if you're still watching, you better register for HangCon 2027. I think you want to see a little bit more, but this one's over. All right. You can go, because there's not going to be any more content for this one. Seriously, this is over. You gotta register for 2027. All right, we will see you at HangCon 2027, and until then, maybe if you're still watching, hit that like button. All right, well, if you're not going, I'm going back up to the fire. All right, see you on the next one.